Hey guys, One Fun Guy podcast in the studio. I'm just hanging out today. Wanted to go live. I wanted to thank the History Buff for being my guest yesterday. He was a super great dude. We had a great show. It's up on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's free. All you need to do is head over to One Fun Guy podcast over on YouTube. My videos are always posted there. I post the live TikTok videos I do. I post the live Facebooks I do, and I post the live YouTubes I do. So everything's over on my channel, One Fun Guy Podcast over on YouTube. I'm just hanging out today, guys. Nothing too fancy. I've just had the day off, so I'm just chilling out, editing some videos, making some content. So I just wanted to go live again to thank the History Buff for being my guest. My guest next week, I have two lined up, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but either way, they're going to be great shows. All my guests are awesome. I handpick them. I really do some research on them. I don't just kind of let anybody be a guest. There's a process that I use. It's been working so far, so I'm going to keep going with it. I really enjoy conversating with people, especially with different walks of life. So it's really a great kind of concept. But everything I've done now, thank you guys so much for the gifts. I really appreciate that. But everything I do now, guys, is kind of a process. And what works, I kind of stick with, and what doesn't, I kind of just get rid of. So I'm new to this. I've only been podcasting for about a month and a half now. I am on my 9th episode, so I'm super excited. The show's doing well. I have enough guests lined up, so I'm really satisfied with the way things are going. But I do have a process. But I always throw it out there. If you want to be a guest on my show, or you think you know somebody who would make a good guest, shoot me a message or send me an email at onefunguypodcast@gmail.com. And we'll go from there. That's kind of the way that I'm going about it now. So I am really just kind of, I'm always looking for guests, but I have about 92 people right now that I really want to have going. So I just kind of ask them based on our schedules, my schedule, their schedule, when is a good time to go. And then I kind of do it from there. So at this point, I'm just kind of throwing it out there that, this is what I'm doing. This is kind of what's happening. And this is, what I'm about. But I'd really like everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel, One Fun Guy Podcast, because once I get that up to 100, I'm at 90 now. Once I get 100 subscribers, I can start using StreamYard to do both things. I can post on TikTok here, on Facebook, on Instagram Live, and on YouTube, which would be awesome. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I know some of you guys want to battle and do all that stuff, but this live here is just kind of promoting my podcast, guys. So just bear with me. I'm just kind of talking. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and then once we go get that video up, then I will engage in some live battles, or if people want to hop on and chat. This is just kind of a promotional thing right now, so don't mind me ignoring you if you ask to battle or be on. Normally I accept everything, but this is just kind of a thank you to the History Buff for being my guest. I'm trying to promote my other channels, my Facebook, my YouTube, and my Instagram. I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across the board, but I'm really trying to get everybody over on YouTube. So I'm going to publish this on YouTube. That's why I'm not accepting anybody as a guest or to battle right now. It's just again to thank the History Buff, to tell you a little bit about what my podcast is about. It's a conversation style podcast. I always tell people, think Joe Rogan style. All my stuff is on YouTube. I'm One Fun Guy Podcast. All my videos are up, guys, so you can see everything I do, everything I make, every content that I create, I post there. You can see all my live podcasts. You can see all my shorts. You can see all my videos. You can see everything over on YouTube. I am on Instagram and I am on Facebook. I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across the platforms. So that's where I am, guys. If you want to friend request me over on One Fun Guy Podcast on my Facebook channel, I'll accept. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm One Fun Guy Podcast. I'm obviously One Fun Guy Podcast on here. And I'm One Fun Guy Podcast on YouTube. So One Fun Guy Podcast across the platform, guys. It's super easy. But like I said, if anybody watches this later and you don't catch me live and you want to be a guest on my show, or you know somebody who wants to be a guest on my show, please feel free. Have them reach out to me. We'll have a conversation and we'll set it up. And that's kind of how it goes. So I'm really looking forward to making this super successful, guys. I'm super passionate about it. I'm super motivated by it. I'm not monetized right now, so there's no money being exchanged. I'm not doing anything, that will get me to that level, but I'm working on it, right? That's the end goal, is to get monetized, right? To make some money off of this and do what I enjoy doing. That's the game plan, right? That's kind of life in general, right? You kind of have an idea, you set it in motion, you work on it, you grow it, and then you profit from it. That's kind of how it works. Even though this isn't a business, I'm kind of using the same platform, right? So you have to do the work. You have to make the content. You have to create the videos, you have to post them, you have to engage, you have to interact, you have to network, you have to communicate, and then you have to, keep going and doing that and grow and grow and grow. So I'm at this level now. Hopefully in a few years, I'll be at this level, and maybe in 4 or 5 years, I'll be at this level. And that's where, I'll make the money, and that's where I'll be monetized. And, that's where I can, make some life changes if that's the case. So, small steps. Yeah, I'm not looking to go from 0 to 1 million, but the process is fun and I enjoy it. I'm super passionate about it. I love what I do. I love interacting with people. I love meeting people. I love conversating with people. So it's great for me. So again, it's just one of those things where if you happen to pop on my live, say hey. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across all the platforms. I'm really just trying to grow my channel and grow what I'm doing, grow my content. So I appreciate all the love and support, guys. It definitely goes without notice. I follow everybody back. I try to respond to as many messages as I can. I want everybody to be a part of this. And if you're in for just a second or you watch my shows, continuously, I really like the idea of podcasting and talking to people. So that for me is fantastic, and that's kind of what I use as my platform. So if you like what I do, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. I really am excited about doing what I'm doing. Like I said, this is just more of a promotional video for right now. But once I hop back on, if anybody wants to go live with me or wants to battle with me, we'll do that. I'll end this video here in a couple minutes. I just wanted to get the algorithms up and get everybody, a little feedback to what I'm doing. My last guest was the history buff. He is a phenomenal human being, and it is just awesome because it's a great way to make people introductions, right? So we happen to have music in common. That we met at a show. Unleash the Archers is the name of the band. If you don't know who Unleash the Archers are, they are phenomenal. They are a Canadian band. They rock. They're awesome. We met at that show. We just kind of touched elbows, started a little conversation. He says, hey, I have a YouTube channel. You want to subscribe? I went on my phone. I subscribed right there. I'm like, yeah, we'll stay in touch. So a year and a half goes by. We kind of watch each other's stuff. Like I followed him. I didn't have a channel at the time. And I reached out to him and said, hey, would you want to be a guest on my show? I need some help with setting things up. Would you mind doing it? He walked me through everything. He didn't have to do that, right? He's a busy guy. He's got, a career and a podcast himself. He took the time to walk me through everything. It was awesome. So I said, hey, why don't you be a guest on my show? He's like, I'd love to. So that's how that started. And that's how we networked and we got on. So it was a great story. But we met at a concert and it was awesome. So if you like what I'm doing, guys, I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across the board. I really appreciate all the love and support. I am going to end this video now. I'm going to post it over to YouTube. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to hop right back on and then we can interact and engage and do all the fun TikTok stuff that we do. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting me. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Remember, guys, I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across all the platforms. So on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, I'm One Fun Guy Podcast. You can find me over on YouTube. All my content is up there. One Fun Guy Podcast over on YouTube. Thank you all for the love and support, guys. I'm going to end this live. I'm going to hop right back on as soon as I upload this video to YouTube, and then we'll have some real fun. We'll engage and we'll interact. But thank you guys again for all the love and support. One Fun Guy Podcast across all the platforms. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Thank you again for everything that you guys have done for me, being a part of my podcast. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever imagine. One Fun Guy Podcast across all the platforms. See you guys in a minute.